A lot of people may like a different brand, and taste, as they say, is subjective, but quality is not subjective, right? So quality starts with the Arabica bean at a higher altitude, grown at a higher altitude, very few defects, and just a high SCA score. So you get that coffee, and then you have to roast it right. And a lot of companies will, try to roast in the shortest time possible. Like, 10 minutes, 8 minutes is not uncommon, and it's all about, volume and scale. But we roast at about 20 minutes. And there's no tricks. Like, some companies will put a heating element in their hopper, so the coffee is essentially baking. So when it hits the drum of the roaster, it's a 5-minute cycle rather than a more normal 20-minute cycle. So we don't do that. And we also roast in small batches, which means we don't have to use what's called a quench. The larger companies are using larger roasters, and they have to spray water on all the beans when they come out of the roaster, because if they didn't, it would continue to roast in its own heat. But what that water does is wash off the oils, robs the coffee of its body, and it just doesn't do as good a job. So ours are all under 120 kilo, our roasters, and it's all air cooled. So the difference is, your grandmother making an apple pie in the kitchen rather than, one of these big companies making, a billion pies in a factory. Makes a big difference in the cup when you do it on a smaller scale.